my name's Mandy and this is my channel Make It So. If you're new here, welcome. My voice doesn't always sound like this. I've had a month of illness and I'm still bunged up, but I thought I really want to show you what I've been up to. I started out with a head cold, then I went to film a collaboration that I'm going to talk about today, and can't think what you call it, but the dangly bit in the back of my throat was so swollen I couldn't even talk, and then it went to my sinuses and I had an infection. Thought that had cleared up when I finished them on Monday, but as you can hear, it's still here. So hello and welcome. Long story. And if you visited my channel before, welcome back, and thank you to everybody who has commented and liked my previous video. It really fills my heart with joy when I see comments and I read them out and they make me smile, and I always endeavour to answer you because I really appreciate you reaching out to me. So what am I going to talk about? Well, I have actually managed to sew, although I will say while I was sick my concentration hasn't been brilliant and I have made a few mistakes along the way, so it's probably taken me twice as long as it would normally, but I got there in the end. So the first thing was I talked about meeting the lovely Laura from So Very Laura when I went to the Sewlive Gathering in person social, and unfortunately that was when my throat was doing what it was doing and I just felt so rough that I just thought I've got to be a grown-up and be sensible for once and stay at home. So I missed seeing Laura. We have spoken since, but I really was gutted I couldn't go to that. And then I attended a few virtual sewing rooms, and we had a Blouse sew along on the 20th of April, which was last weekend, if I've got that right. And don't mind me, my brain's still not working. So I decided to do my first entry, which I haven't put on Instagram yet, so you're getting a sneak preview of the Sade blouse by Named Patterns. Now, I've been wanting to make this pattern like forever, and the challenge pushed me to do it. It's by Named Patterns. It's from their book Breaking the Pattern. I do have the book Building the Pattern, but this is another one they do, and you can make it in various different fabrics, and one of them was double gauze. So I made it in a red double gauze that I'd got from Pound Fabrics. Their model height wise that they base their patterns on is 5'8", so I didn't think I needed to increase the length for this one. And also, I've nearly showed you my next mate then, and also I made it in a size 6, which is a UK 16 or US 14. So this one has got quite a few details on it. So it has these sleeves that join, and you've got the opening in the middle, and it ties up with ribbons on your wrists, and then at the back it crosses over. I don't know if I can show you that, but it's quite difficult to tighten that when it's on you without maybe pulling it too tight. But I like this pattern, but I'm going to insert a little video now and explain why I would do adaptations on it, and I will be on this one, to make it a bit more of a wearable garment. So I'll do that now. So this is the blouse. I'm posing like the model on the front cover, which I'll just insert next to me. So it looks really lovely. It's got this gap, but that's where it goes wrong. So I'm not quite sure that I would want to wear this as it is, because I like to be warm. All you do when you're sewing it is you literally overlap by about 2 inches at the top to set the sleeves in, because these are 2 separate pieces. So what I want to do is basically sew it right up to about here, so I've only got a little gap, because I feel like I'm going to take off at the moment. Also, I said about the height, I'm guessing this is where it would sit, but because I've got a bit of a tum after my menopause started, I'm not quite confident wearing that short. So if I did make it again, I think I would increase the length a bit. So this is the back that crosses over. Obviously I can't see it at the moment, but it just does up with the tie, and it's a channel with ribbon in again. The bust darts aren't too bad. I think it would depend what type of bra you're wearing, but as you can see, it's not very practical. I don't know what it'd be like if I used a different fabric. It did suggest double gauze, but I don't know if that's too harsh for this, because I don't think they're quite as what's the word I'm trying to think of, not quite as elegant as I thought it would look. So that's my blouse, and then of course we've got my Saguaro pants on as well, which I do like. They're nice and comfortable, bearing in mind I don't do wide leg trousers. I'm quite happy with these ones. So that's that. In my last video and in my plans, I talked about making another pair of the Saguaro pants from Friday Pattern Company in this linen, that navy linen that I'd bought from Legend Textiles. The actual make is quite easy, and anything that really takes time is the waistband, because you do some top stitching at the top and bottom just to cinch it in, and then you add the waist ties. They're really comfortable, and I made these so I can have a set of trousers for work, because now I don't have to wear a uniform all the time. I'm really struggling to decide what to wear every day. I haven't had to do that for so long that it's been quite difficult. I have ended up wearing some of my Sirocco jumpsuits, which isn't a problem for me, and people are always saying, oh, I love those jumpsuits, where'd you get it from? And it's nice to say I made it. So that's my pants, and again I will show you a video, and I think that Sade blouse will go really nicely with these, and it'll almost be like the set, but it's slightly longer in the body so it covers a bit more. I've also been making the Sew Over It Ultimate shirt, but because of the blouse challenge I had to stop making this one. So I've only really got left the sleeves and the cuffs now, and a few bits like buttonholes and things, but I thought I'd show you the fabric colour that I chose. It's a really gorgeous drapey fabric. It's been fun to work with actually, it hasn't been too bad. So I know obviously this isn't a completed make, but you can see why I haven't made as much as I could have done in the last few weeks, but that is something that I can't wait to finish to wear for work as well. And then my last make, which I only finished this morning, is my second entry for the Sew April Blouse Challenge, and that is the Nina Lee Park Lane blouse, and I use this gorgeous fabric. Now, as you know, if you've watched me before, I am on a fabric ban, but this was actually purchased prior to that. The lovely Sam from So Let's Sparkle with Sam was having a D-stash, and as soon as I spotted this I was like, I want that one. I didn't have plans what to make with it at the time, but as soon as I saw the pattern, this is on my make 9 as well, for the dress version, I thought it'd be nice to have a go at the blouse version just to see how it all gets constructed, so that when I do the dress I'm already prepared. The only thing I won't do probably is the long sleeves, because I want to do a summer dress, so it'll be short sleeves. But on here you've got some bust darts. They look massive on the actual pattern, but it comes right from the side, so by the time it gets to your actual bust area it only just sits next to it. Then you've got these plackets as well, so it's almost like a shirt sleeve, and your buttons, and you've got this lovely collar. Again, it comes in different things. I'll show you the pattern. You can do a plain neckline with facings, or you can do the little collar, and you can also do long sleeve, short sleeve, and I think there's another sleeve option as well. Yeah, 3 sleeves. So on the dress it has an invisible zip, which is another reason why I thought it'd be nice to try the blouse first. And if I show you around the back, come on Doris, turn round, you've got a roulette loop with a button, and I did put a label. I made this on the inside, and the sleeves also have this nice gathering detail at the top which makes them slightly stand up when you wear it. So again, I will insert a video of me wearing that one, and I will be entering that for the competition. So I carried on sewing my Park Lane blouse when I attended the virtual Sewlive Gathering run by Sequin Girly Sam, and I need to concentrate more. I think I need to have easy projects to make when I'm attending these socials, because I managed to sew one of the sleeves upside down. I managed to ease it in. I was very impressed with how I managed it, because I was struggling to do it, and then I held it up and it was like, oh no, what have you done? And I'd done it upside down. And other than that, I think I didn't have too many issues with it. But yeah, don't make something tricky that you've never made before if you're chatting. Tip of the day. So the next thing I'm going to talk to you about is my collaboration with the lovely Christine from Gemini Stitches. Now, I was meant to release a video a couple of weeks ago. Christine kindly mentioned me in her video and all about our collaboration, and I was hoping to do one at the same time, but that's when my throat decided to give up, so I couldn't do it. So I'm really sorry, Christine, it's taken me so long, but I am starting sewing it this week, so at least I can show you before I've cut it out. Anyway, my collaboration with Christine, she was mentioning that she was going to be making the Andes jacket, and this was on my Make 9 plans. I've had the pattern a little while, and I've always wanted to make myself some outerwear as well. So this was, I thought, the perfect opportunity to get me to make it and have someone lovely to do it with, so we could talk to each other about the make as we went along. So I bought some fabric, again, just before my ban, for this, and it's this gorgeous soft shell. I'll fill the screen because you can see a lot more of it then, and you'll see it's got my favourite colour in it, of course, purple, but it's just really gorgeous and really soft. And then on the back you've got this really lovely blue fleece, so I can't wait to make this. I did buy this zip to do a jacket for my daughter, but I'm afraid I've taken it because I think that would go so nicely with this fabric on there. So I have got to buy 2 more zips for the pockets, but I'm hoping the continuous zip that I've got in this same colour will go. But I think that'll be something I discover as I go along making the pattern. So I've cut the pattern out. Now, I did make a bit of a boo-boo with this one. I always get my PDF patterns printed by Flamingo Prints, and a lovely lady there called Liz. And she had messaged me, she always has to because I never get it right, saying this has actually got 7 pages, did you want all of them, because I'd only asked for 2. And as I was a bit busy at the time, I was just like, oh yeah, I do need all pages, please print them all off. So I was cutting this out while I was doing, I think it was the virtual sewing room, it might have been the Blouse Sew Along Day or just a normal virtual, because I wasn't feeling too good. I couldn't concentrate on what I wanted to make, so I thought I'd sit there and cut out this pattern ready. And then I realised why there were so many pages, and just so that if you do this pattern, so you don't do the same thing, it's actually got 1 page for the back and sleeves and all the extras, and then 1 page for each cup size, because they do them in different cup sizes for the front. And so I only really needed a maximum of 2 of those pages, not how many would that be, another 5 I think I've got, because I'm not going to be making it in certain cup sizes. I haven't decided yet whether to do it in the cup size I normally am, or to do it in a size bigger, a cup bigger, so that I've got a bit of room for if I want to put a thick jumper under it or something. So that's what went wrong there. So I've got lots of excess pages at the moment sitting there. I will insert a picture of the Andes jacket because I haven't actually printed the instructions off. I'm trying to do it when I'm making it. I'm going to try and read the instructions off my computer just to save more paper after all that. I've cut it out. I'm trying to work out what size I did it in now. So I've cut it out in the biggest size at the moment so that I can go a bit more in detail with it and make sure that I cut the right size. Probably a 16 or 18 to be honest, because I don't want it too close fitting. And this pattern actually says with a little stretch, the fleece back soft shell, and as you can see this one hasn't, so it will be a bit more of a snug fitting. But that is just really nice and warm, and I think it's so pretty. I can't wait to start cutting that one out, and we are hoping to reveal it, if I get that made, on Monday the 6th of May. So keep an eye out for Christine's video then, and mine, and you'll see what we've both made for that. Christine is a lot shorter than me, she won't mind me saying, so it'll be interesting to see if I need to lengthen that one or whether it's okay as it is. Obviously I want it to fit sort of like so it fits just slightly under where my bottom is to keep me warm. It's also got a lined hood, but because of that gorgeous fleece lining, I'm not sure I want to cover that up, so I might omit that if I can. It just depends, I think, on whether there's a drawstring. If so, I will see if I've got some sort of similar colour in my scraps, or I've definitely got purple, so I'm sure I can do it with that. So that is my collaboration with Christine, and I can't wait to do it with her. So on to plans now, besides my collaboration obviously. I still want to extend my workwear wardrobe after saying about my predicament every morning of what I'm going to wear, and so hopefully I'm going to be doing my Stitch Sisters trouser course, which I'm going to watch over the week. It's been frustrating for me because I start work at 7 and finish at 3, so I had this massive idea of, oh that's fine, I'll get home, I'll have a couple of hours of sewing a day, it'll be great. And of course, because I've been ill, I haven't really felt like it, and I was nodding off on the sofa by 6. So anyway, if everything goes to plan this week, I'm hoping to watch their Stitch Sisters course, the trouser course, and get those cigarette pants cut out and ready from Sew Over It. And also I have a social to go to on Sunday, to the Scotland social, which is run by the lovely Emma, who I know watches this, so hello, and that's in Lincoln. So I'm hoping to go up the night before and stay with my brother again, and then obviously I can take something with me to sew there. And also I believe I've got another virtual sewing room session this week as well, and something I need to tell you about that as well. They really are lovely. Jenny, who runs the virtual sewing room, is great. It's over on Instagram if you haven't discovered it. I've mentioned it before. They asked me if I would like to become a host. So I had an induction, and I'm hoping to do my first session in the next few weeks. So if you do come regularly, I'll see you there. And if you haven't been before, it's on Instagram. You don't have to talk, you don't have to have your camera on. It's just lovely to have company while you're sewing, and that's what started me joining in November. So I haven't looked back because I really do enjoy it, and they are a lovely friendly bunch, so you never have to worry about feeling awkward or worried about anything, because there's so many nice people there. If you have issues with what you're making, there's always someone that can help you. It's just great. Anyway, that's my plug. So yeah, I think I've got one this week, so that'll give me some time to get on with my projects. And I am hoping to do a third entry for the Sew April blouse, bearing in mind today is the 28th of April and I've got till midnight on the 30th. So we'll see. But I wanted to talk about this one. I will go into it a bit more once I've made it, obviously, but this is another one I've had in my collection for so long, and it's the Betty blouse, and it's from Simply Sewing again. And they say it's made with 2 pattern pieces, and you think, wow, that's really easy and quick, because it says great beginners pattern. But I'm not sure how many beginners would feel confident doing the pin tucks on the front. And that's all I'm going to say about it at the moment, because I'm still in the middle of doing it, so I can't really say how it goes because I'm still in the middle. But this is the fabric I'm using. It's not very easy to mark things up, so as you can imagine with the pin tucks, I haven't been able to mark them properly, so I'm going to try and do it by eye. So we'll see, and I'll let you know how I get on with that one. But I don't think that's classed as a beginner's pattern, bearing in mind I've never done a pin tuck myself, and I've been sewing for quite a while, and we'll see. Anyway, I forgot to show you when I went to the Stitch Festival and stayed with the lovely Sam, again from Sparkle with Sam. She made this for me, which I think is really lovely, and I've actually been putting it up on my shelf, and it does make me smile. And she was also putting in an order for Little Legs Fabric, who do brilliant bag hardware, and said did I want anything from there. So I did get a couple of these gorgeous zip pulls, and I don't know if you'll be able to see that on the camera. I'll do the hand thing, I don't know if I can. But they're little sewing machines, and they're rainbow. And then I also got her to get me some of the magnetic rainbow bag fasteners as well. And then she says I joined the Specky Seamstress label collective. So my first one was this lovely sticker that I've put on the back of my Beyond the Pink Door handy tin, and the labels we got were my new favourite make, and tiny little ones with these cute little sewing machines on. And I've actually found a purpose besides sweets for my handy tin, so all my labels are now in there, so that's really lovely. And I think we've got another one coming soon. And then the only other thing I bought was some buttons, because they're just plain buttons. I have lots of buttons, but none of them really are a set. So these ones, I thought if I only need like 4, 5 or 6, then I've got the same colour with that. But I do need to get some more buttons. I haven't got any fabric, been very good. I'm not going to buy any fabric till August, like I said before, because I'm going to Florida. I'm taking at least 1 spare suitcase, maybe 2, we'll see. And I intend to go to Joann's and Michael's and Hobby Lobby and buy fabric. So it will give me a chance to clear up some of my boxes so I've got room to store it. And I might even be doing a little de-stash on Instagram. Yeah, I've just got to have time to do that, and I want to finish my other makes first. So that is my plans. Oh yes, and finish off my Sew Over It Ultimate shirt. And I'm also going to be cutting out the Sorrento jacket by Sew Over It for my collaboration that I'm doing with Laura. We've got a bit longer to do that one, so obviously the Andy's jacket is first, but I really would like to make that one up as well, because that is another make 9, so that would be 3 or 4 nearly done already. I know it's April, but I'm quite happy with that. So that's it. I hope you liked this video. I hope it wasn't too all over the shop, because I am. And if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, and if you don't subscribe already, please join my channel. I'm gradually growing every week, and it would be so nice to get to that lovely 1,000 in the near future. And I will see you soon. Take care for now. Bye.